Hi, I'm Tim. I'm from New York City, the greatest city in the world, and this is a vlog that has taken us over 1 year to make. In 2020, I was on vacation and I ended up staying in Bali as the world shut down. I made a lot of new friends and I had a ton of awesome experiences, but there was one important thing missing. Well, more one important person missing. For nearly a year, my girlfriend Katrin and I were separated by the border closures between Europe and Indonesia. Finally, after being apart for so long, we were able to reunite in Bali in November of 2020. We had a crazy 2 months of trying to travel the island during one of the worst rainy seasons ever in history. We saw private beaches in Uluwatu, explored jungle huts in Sidaman, and caught epic views of Mount Agung. It was nice to reunite, but then came the question, what's next? Katrin had to return to her job in Europe, and our bi-continental lifestyle was not possible with the world's travel restrictions. Oh, it begins. It was a really challenging time. I pondered what to do and how we could ever see each other again as the world locked down even further. Just dropped Katrin off. We spent a couple hours. They had to double check all of her tests and all of her results, and she's gone now. And I think I'm kind of in shock, but had a lot of tears ourselves. And I'm about to jump on a return flight back to Bali now. I really can't believe that 2 months flew by like that. We honestly wasn't perfect. We had a lot of struggles because we really have no idea when we're going to see each other again, how we're going to see each other again. We just found ourselves in constant discussions about this. It was really tough. But now the hard work begins of figuring out how we get back into the same country. I even got pretty depressed during this time. Even though we were traveling through Indonesia and seeing amazing things, life really wasn't fully enjoyable. You can't really be fully present. I poured myself into my work and I made over 15 YouTube videos that you've enjoyed on this channel. And finally, I learned of an exemption in German regulations that allowed US citizens to enter when they were in an unmarried partnership. I just want to point out that the trip to leave Indonesia was in the works from February of 2021. It had absolutely nothing to do with the recent surge in cases in Indonesia or lockdowns being enacted. I actually left almost a month before this even happened. Okay, so my life looks like this. After over a year and a half in Bali, I'm packing up all my crap. I've got the whole crew here helping organize the gear and organize my life because I'm leaving Bali. And I don't mean just going somewhere like Jakarta, I'm leaving Indonesia. Ah, it's not so bad this time. About 19 perfect. I have spent last night saying goodbye to everybody, saying goodbye to my neighbor. You might know her as Nikki. Definitely check out her channel. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm flying to a different continent today. Like not just a different country, different continent. It's crazy. It's gonna be hard without this guy, the best barber in Bali, who will literally come to your door at 9 o'clock in the morning if you've got a flight. Definitely hit him up.
Yeah, it's a flight for this day. See you next time, maybe next month.
Maybe next month, yeah. Thank you for making me look halfway decent. This is pretty good. Today, since we're flying, we do need a rapid test. I've been wanting to try these. I've been seeing these signs for drive-through tests all through Bali, so I figured, why not? Let's try a drive-through test on the way to the airport. It's only 200K, which is a pretty good price. Okay, here we go. They just asked me if I had a flight soon. Yep, I do. I definitely have a flight soon. Okay. Here we go.
Just take a deep breath. Okay, that's good.
It wasn't so bad, but it wasn't so good either. Okay, I passed. I'm negative. I've got a test, and this is enough to get me all the way to where I'm going today, according to the regulation at least. So this test has to be done within 48 hours of entrance into the country that I'm entering today, which is actually Germany. I'm actually flying first from Bali to Jakarta, and then from Jakarta to Turkey, and then from Turkey to Germany. So we got 3 flights coming up today. It's gonna be one heck of a travel day. I haven't had one of these in a very long time, in over a year and a half. Yeah, where I need to use my passport. I've got everything I own pretty much with me, and we are going to Germany today. It is about 26 hours in transit. This is the first international travel that I'm taking since everything started, so watch me travel here in 2021. Bobby has been with me since a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Picked me up at the airport and now dropping me back off. It's crazy. I never thought this could possibly happen. I really seriously never thought this could possibly happen, that I'd be living in Indonesia, and I've loved it.
Where are you going?
Jakarta.
Jakarta.
They've got my bags, and I'm just gonna go check in without my bags real quick, because that line's taking a while. Here we go, we're at AirAsia check-in. This line, thankfully, is pretty short. Okay, thanks, bye-bye. With about 30 minutes to spare, I thought it was gonna take a while. Just that first part had a long line. Now to get some quick work done and board this flight to Jakarta. Okay, just uploaded a quick YouTube video, and now I need to get the heck on this plane before it leaves me, so close my computer, and we're gonna roll now. Okay, this is it. We are officially leaving Bali, and soon Indonesia. All right, settled in for AirAsia. The next stop here is Jakarta. I'm kind of freaking out, because I don't know when I'll be back. So, I mean, I left for like short windows, but haven't like left. It feels like home now.
Pastikan Anda telah membawa seluruh barang bawaan Anda sebelum meninggalkan pesawat ini.
We're off. First flight's okay. Pretty quick, pretty easy. Now comes the hard part. Unfortunately, right now, the SkyTrain between terminals in Jakarta is not running. So the simplest thing to do with you and all your bags, take a Gojek or Grab to the other terminal. It might take some time though, at least 15 to 20 minutes to figure this out and get to the next space, possibly 30 minutes if there's very bad traffic. Today, it took about 5 minutes to get a Grab and about 10 minutes for that Grab to arrive, assuming this guy doesn't cancel. You can also technically just jump into a taxi if you're running late. I did that one time, but today I have plenty of time, so I'm not really worried about it. So why exactly am I even going to Germany? Well, since February of 2021, Katrin and I have been separated, living apart. She's been in Germany and I've been here in Indonesia. Things have been very difficult really for both of us, but extremely difficult for her. And I just thought that today I would try to bring a little bit of Bali cheer back to Germany. I've been planning this trip for a little while. I'm bringing some of her favorite treats all the way from Indonesia, and I'm gonna go see how she's doing. This is kind of complicated though, because US citizens like myself, despite not being in America for so long, cannot enter Germany or most countries as of today. A few are starting to open up if you're vaccinated, but most still are closed. There's a couple steps that you can take though if you were like us and you're a couple and you're not married and you've been in a partnership from before all of this happened, you've met in person before and you'd like to be reunited. There is a way you can do this, and I'm gonna go through all the visa steps here as I literally do them right now. We're pulling up to Jakarta's international terminal. I actually remember doing this when Katrin left, kind of bringing back some serious deja vu from 4 months ago. But now I guess I'm gonna be like right behind her. Now I can't indefinitely leave Asia without having some dumplings first, right? I'm gonna eat those real quick and get a few things done on my laptop, specifically getting these papers in order that I need to enter the country of Germany right now as a US citizen. Pretty legit for airport dumplings. I mean, no trip to Indonesia would be complete without eating one last nasi goreng. Sad, but true. I am so hot, but these guys check in super friendly. I can't believe I'm gonna leave Indonesia after 2 years. Crazy. Bye again. Pretty smooth check-in. Pro tip, if you're flying, wear something extremely breathable. I'm wearing pants and a polo shirt and I cannot breathe at all, and I'm drenched and everyone is hot. But he says that right now, even with Star Alliance Gold, you're not getting lounge access because of the present situation. Only full paying business passengers would. I'm just an economy passenger today, which is totally fine, no big deal. And got about 90 minutes till this flight is scheduled to take off. I'm gonna go through security now and check you on the other side. Okay, so they board like over an hour before departure, which is nice. Everyone's queuing up. I think it's time to leave Indonesia. Super sad, but I'll be right back, I think.
Dear passengers, please maintain your social distance while you are in the aisle.
Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff.
Thank you for flying with Turkish Airlines and Garuda Indonesia Airlines codeshare flights.
So I'm in Istanbul now. It's a pretty good flight. Definitely out of practice on these long hauls now. It's been a while. Just got to the Istanbul Airport and there's a Shake Shack here. I mean, it's 5:30 in the morning right now. This airport is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna check this out and then I'm gonna check out the lounge. Thank you. All right, burger and fries from Shake Shack. $13.51 or 113 Turkish lira. Insane. Hope this is worth it. Haven't had one in so long. I've been to the Istanbul Airport and their beautiful Turkish Airlines lounge a long time ago, but I think this is a totally new airport. Looks far fancier. All right, so I'm in the lounge now. It is pretty nice. There's even a conference room here. Look at this, there's like a private conference room overlooking the entire terminal. I don't have much time here, but I was able to look around. The showers are closed right now. I'm sitting in one of these little pods, getting work done before the next flight. It is not quite as spectacular as the old business class lounge that I went to. Turkish now split everything into two, so I'm thinking that all the really fancy stuff is probably over at the full-blown business class lounge, but they still have like a printing and office area, kind of an iMac that you can work on, lots of food and drinks that you can take, lots of areas to relax and sit, free Wi-Fi for more than an hour. I'd say it's still very good. It's not like mind-blowing, but it is much better than just sitting in the regular terminal. I have no regrets. The flight itself was really good. The A350 was super new, super modern, relatively smooth the whole time. The entertainment system was amazing. The crew was fantastic. Everything, the food was really good. We got fed a few times and the food was very good. Legroom was average. Overall, I would say that was a really good value for a flight that could have been as little as $300. Super good for a 12-hour flight. It looks like I have about a 10 to 15 minute walk to my final connecting flight, an international but short haul flight to round out this amazing little travel day in 2021. Stuttgart, Germany, here we go. I'll take one. Thanks. Hello.
Morning, back on board.
We're here. Okay, so after over 28 hours in transit, I've made it all the way to Stuttgart. Let's see what they got here. It's 10 a.m. Monday local time. I left Bali at 10:30 a.m. Sunday local time. Crazy time zone situation right now. Now this is the part I'm really quite nervous about because US citizens are not supposed to be entering Germany right now, and I have to show a huge stack of paperwork in order to be able to enter. That shows that we have a pre-existing long-term relationship where we have met in real life at least once before. I hope I filled this all out correctly. Definitely got some initial sticker stock. It's gonna be like 70 euros to go 25 minutes. I could live for 2 weeks in Bali of just going around easily, maybe a month. Yeah, that's like my rideshare bill for a month. Starting to get a bit delirious. So I got cash. Apparently everything here is closed to buy SIM cards, so I can't find a SIM card. So I'm doing this offline, but me and all of these bags are about to jump onto the bus for about an hour to get to where we're going. The option was take the bus, or I still actually don't know how much it costs because I'm not sure how to buy a ticket, or take an Uber-like vessel 20-minute ride for 78 euros. So I guess I'm taking the bus. So we've got a car to a plane, to another plane, to another plane, to a bus to get here. Wow, it's a big journey today. I will arrive now at almost 2 p.m. so crazy later than I started. I made it here and it is boiling hot, hotter than Indonesia. I can't believe it. The European summer is in full effect. Now we're gonna look for some ice cream. Cheers. Cheers. I don't know if you guys know, this is Katrin. She's German.
Hi.
This is why I'm in Germany. In fact, it was not possible to come here. You have to be invited by a German citizen. Truth be told, this is a small but interesting but still very small town. I'm gonna take this opportunity to leave this country and explore some of these places in Europe that I've been wanting to go for a long time. I'm excited. We'll take you, of course, along with us. We have so much coming up though. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up on the video and we'll see you in the next one.